One, two, three. Hello everybody, welcome back to today's episode of Dear Deadlines, Please Treat Me Well. And I am your host, Đức Anh, Vice President of SAC. And today with me I have another special guest, chị Hằng Vũ from 1810 Event Management. And I'm so happy that you're here today with us. And to those who are not familiar with chị Hằng, can chị Hằng introduce yourself?
Okay, so hello everyone. I'm very glad to be here and very excited to see what you guys are doing. So formerly I was also an SAC member and I worked as the head of marketing department and communications. And I graduated as a valedictorian of my cohort. I also participated in a lot of clubs at BUV, like photography club, fashion club, and of course, especially SAC, which I think you may have known about. And during my time at BUV, I've also participated in a lot of events and competitions. Okay, that should be it.
Okay, oh, wow, she is an achiever. Okay, so I know chị Hằng from Vietnamese, which is a chef kiss project, and you guys should definitely check it out. I was so impressed by the media run, the design, and the feeling of when I was watching the live stream, and I was a little bit shocked to find out that you are in event management, because I think you're a marketing person. To get right into the questions of today, I think the first question is, what is your challenge while studying event management at BUV from the very first day?
I think that's like a problem for everyone at our age, or just Generation G in general, is that we have a problem of finding what we really want to do. So I chose event management actually because I didn't really know what to choose. So to me, events was something fun, delightful, and there was a lot of opportunities to explore. So I chose events, but I was really didn't know what I was expecting, I didn't know what I wanted to do with my career. So the first part and the most difficult part of studying at BUV was discovering what I wanted to do. So event management, or even every other majors at BUV, allow you to study a lot and to explore. So for example, when I study event management, I get to create a lot of events, to participate in classes like Chinese classes or design or marketing or anything you want. And you can study HR skills, study about finances and everything. And so that was a lot. I didn't know what I really wanted to do, and so I explored. I did not only create conferences or Vietnasia, the culture event, as Đức Anh just introduced. I also created parties, like you may or may not have heard of the Nectar, which I collaborated with two of my classmates in 1810 to create, and we invited Big Boy and 16 Thief. When Rap Vid was a hit the first season, we invited them to create the party. And so we just explored a lot of different variations, different types of events, different kind of jobs. So back then I did not only create events, I did also graphic design, illustration, marketing. I also do content writing. And actually for now, I'm doing UX. So I'm working on the Techcombank mobile application. Yeah, so it's a lot of things to discover.
Okay. Quite impressive. So what were your strategies in tackling those difficulties in school?
Yeah, I think like to me it's just about trying as much as you can and try as soon as possible. I mean, it can be very scary at first. Like for my first activities, I got rejected a lot at first when I tried to participate, even to become a volunteer in a club. So that was like quite a while ago, but I did try, and then I got rejected a lot. And now you can check my CV and I have a lot of titles like founder or head of marketing, head of design, head of everything, director stuff. But at first I was rejected a lot. So the key is just to try until you get it. I think it's about communication as well. So I had to ask for advice from a lot of people because I can't be the person I am today without those who helped me. It's not only my lecturers, but also my friends, my classmates who helped me a lot in developing my personal skills and professional skills as well. Yeah, when at BUV, the one thing that you get is that you can have your lecturers who will be your mentor for life. So I actually still stay connected with some of my BUV teachers, and they still talk about like careers and life relationships with me all the time. And they're a really great source of advice, even not about just assignments, but like, how do I apply for this job? You think I can change my CV a little bit? Or how can I know that I'm good enough for this position, or is this company suitable for me? You can ask them anything. So to me, I think it's really good to ask for advices.
Oh, okay. I understand. I will definitely get some advice right after this. Okay, so you participated in a lot of activities, and I know that because you from winning competitions to founding projects. But the crazy thing is that you still managed to keep up with your studying. You achieved the academic merit for 3 years consecutively. So I think the real questions of today is, how do you deal with assignments during the deadline season?
I would recommend everyone to plan it out. I think the biggest reason why people are so scared of deadlines is that because they procrastinate until the last minute, and then your head is like really messed up. How do I do this? How do I do that? How do I get this done in time? I mean, I get it a lot too. Sometimes I procrastinate just because I don't know what I'm gonna do. But yeah, so always plan it out. I think procrastination is not entirely a bad thing, because sometimes procrastination comes because you're afraid of doing something, and then while you're procrastinating, you will think about it and you maybe research on this and to know how you can do it. So procrastination is not entirely a bad thing, but you need to learn to control it. And so to me, I always mark things down as milestones and plan things out ahead. It's not like you always need to plan that what I'm going to do in a day or in a week, what I'm going to do today. To me, it's more about like having a milestones. And always try to finish all of my assignments ahead of the deadline, about a week or at least 2 days, so I have time to review. Of course, it's not always like, it would always like be a little bit different from your plan, but if you have a plan, you know what you're going to do and how you're going to do it. So create a guidance for yourself and have a little bit of discipline. I always think that you should free yourself a bit so you can have a little of creativity in there. So to me, doing assignments can be a bit boring. So what I do is I always try to design my work first. So design a cover so I make it look pretty and add a lot of graph and charts with colors to it. So like the process of making that allows myself to be more creative, especially in assignments that relates to marketing. I get to explore all of like the opportunities and possibilities of doing something more creative, like starting out this idea of a marketing campaign, for example. You can always like try to add some design to it so it's more visible, like illustrated, and the teacher would also like it a lot. Yeah, so I think like appearance matters.
Okay. Yeah, thank you for the process that you just provide us. You seem like a very busy person with a well thought out process when working. And speaking of working, you said that you are a UX design writer for TechCombang, and congrats. I was major peer pressure when I heard that. Yeah. I mean, to explain to the audience, if you don't know who this girl is, she is the one that created the new TechCombang mobile app. She is a contributor. I want to ask one question. How did you balance like your studying and the others like activities that you do outside of studying?
It's funny, like, because I'm also studying as well. I'm studying another major, but not in BUV. I'm studying also multimedia. So I still face this problem of balancing work and study.
Oh, really?
And not freelancing stuff. Yeah, it's a bit, sometimes it's a bit too much, I admit. So to me, it's like breaking everything into small tasks. So it's like, maybe it's a big chunk of work that you need to do, but you can always break it down to smaller tasks, so when you look at it, you won't be overwhelmed. For example, when I do an assignment, I would break it down to create the first draft, and then I have the different titles, different topics for each part of that essay, and then I'll just break it down to this week just need to finish 500 words, and it sounds very easy. It sounds like a short thing to do, and it won't cost as much time, so I will feel more open to doing it, because if I see a big chunk of text that says finish 4,000 words, and I'll be like, oh my god, what is this?
Yeah, agree.
I just break it down. So even for work, I always have, for example, I have this flow of, so this little bit of introduction. So as UX designers, we would work on a Figma file, and it would consist of prototypes and different screens. And for some flows, we have like 100 screens, and I'll have to do the wording for 100 screens, and then it just doesn't end at me doing the wording. I will have to go to reviews, and sometimes it takes like 2 months to finish all that reviewing and doing, and that can be super draining. So I'll just divide the screens into different parts. For example, in the credit card feature, we will have the onboarding flow, the registration flow, when you use the credit card, when you have to pay the debt, and when you're overdue to pay the debt. And so by dividing it into smaller sections, you can organize it in your mind. Which part are you going to do today or tomorrow or next week? And so by dividing it into smaller blocks of work to do, you can I think it's easier to handle than seeing a big chunk of work to do. It's very intimidating to do so. So yeah, I think that's how I do it. And of course, plan out your day, plan out your tasks if possible. It's maybe just a small little notes, and you just mark out today I'm gonna do this, do that, that, and you list it out. Just write it in two little small tasks. Because I have a lot of jobs I'm doing, not only at tech company, but I have also freelance jobs and my other university work. So I have to divide it. And if possible, and if you're doing it on Google Calendar or Notion or any other planning platforms, you can basically color it based on the project. That is another good way to organize your tasks.
Damn. Wow. A very talented woman. Not only in studying, but in business. There you go. I think that's the last question for today. And I hope Chị Hằng is giving everybody major peer pressure. And I'm just kidding. Yeah, thank you guys for watching, and thank you, Chị Hằng, for being here. It's 4, and you are still here interviewing with us. Thank you. And for the viewers, if again you have any questions relating to Chị Hằng and her major and also her job, please comment down below, and she will be more than happy to answer those questions. And thank you for watching, and bye bye. Hope you have a nice day.
Okay, see you.